ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଏହି ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ସ୍ୱାଗତ। ତ ଆଜିର ଏହି ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କୋର୍ ପେପର୍ 7 ପ୍ରସ୍ପେକ୍ଟିଭ୍ସ ଅନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଟରନ୍ୟାସନାଲ୍ ରିଲେସନ୍ର ୟୁନିଟ୍ 1ର ଆଜି ମୁଁ 1 ମାର୍କ୍ସ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିବି, ଯାହାକି ଷ୍ଟଡିଂ ଇଣ୍ଟରନ୍ୟାସନାଲ୍ ଷ୍ଟଡିଂ ଇଣ୍ଟରନ୍ୟାସନାଲ୍ ରିଲେସନ୍ର କିଛି 1 ମାର୍କ୍ସ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ ଆଜି ଆମେ ଏହି ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିବି। ଆଉ ଭିଡ଼ିଓର ଆଗକୁ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯେ ଆପଣମାନେ ଏହାର PDF ବା ନୋଟ୍ସଟିକୁ କିପରି ଭାବେ ପାଇପାରିବେ। ତ ଚାଲନ୍ତୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା। The word international relations for the first time is used in 1880 in this nomenclature ना यूनेस्को रे फास्ट जो 1880 मसीह इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन वार्डटा फास्ट हम कौन व्यवहार कले। In 1998 UNESCO mentioned international relations as a subfield of this na political science. The most important actors in international relations are states. States are the most important actors in international relations. The actors, when they operate across international borders, are called as actors, not transnational actors. MNC stand for multinational corporation. Multinational corporation means MNC. WWF stands for World Wildlife Fund. World Wildlife Fund, WWF. One of the NGOs that fight for human rights is this na Amnesty International. Amnesty International is one of the NGOs that fight for human rights. WTO stands for World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization. ASEAN stands for Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Daesh, ISIS, Al Qaeda, Lashkar-e-Toiba, Boko Haram, Yakuza in Japan, the Silicon Mafia in Italy, and many are few examples of these actors. Na illegal actors. These are illegal actors. ISIS. The Daesh war had result out of the Protestant Catholic conflict. Na the 30 years war had resulted out of the Protestant Catholic conflict. The organization of humankind into this is now called the state system na sovereign state. The organization of humankind into sovereign states is now called the state system. This has become the cornerstone of the modern international system. Na sovereignty has become the cornerstone of modern international system. The concept of collective security implies security as the desk and collective as the desk. Now, the concept of collective security implies securing as the goals, secure to goals, and collective as the means. Most of these politics getting together in a common Christian community is known as the Christendom. In the ancient period of there did exist states, but these were mostly city state. In ancient period there did exist states, but these were mostly city state. Concept of this directly related to national interest. Concept of security is directly related to national interest. The state system was largely an outcome of the peace of days which ended in 30-year war. Now the state system was largely an outcome of the peace of Westphalia, which ended the 30-year war. The sovereign states of Europe after the Congress of Vienna created the concept of Europe. These weapons have altered the security perspectives of nation states. Nuclear weapons have altered the security perspective of nation states. When international law and morality become victims of unprincipled warfare during the First World War, scholars and statesmen alike initiated the process of setting up a base to maintain peace and security in the post-war period, the League of Nations. It is after this that the concept of sovereign nation state developed. Now it is after Congress of Vienna that the concept of sovereign nation states developed. Present international system has its foundation in this. Now present international system has its foundation in nation states. This is like monkey in market economy. Power is like money. Power is like money in market economy. Power. Next question. This often plays important role and is called the logging third. Balancer often plays important role and is called the logging third. This is excited to promote national interest in general and ensure security in particular. Power is excited to promote national interest in general and ensure security in particular. Ensure security in particular. This is the nuclear wave age is generally threatened and has acquired greater importance. Security in the nuclear age is generally threatened and has acquired greater importance. Now we discuss questions on one word answers. Which elements cannot be measured or quantified? Now intelligible elements cannot be measured or quantified. Like all politics, international politics is struggle for what? Like all politics, international politics struggle for power. Which elements include population, territory, means its size, climate, topography and location, natural resources, agricultural capacity and military strength. Tangible. Tangible elements include population, territory, natural resources, agricultural capacity and military strength. Which system is based on the key concept of equality of all states? The state system is based on the key concept of equality of all states. Which conference provided for peaceful settlement of international disputes mainly through arbitration? Now the Hughes conferences provided for peaceful settlement of international disputes mainly through arbitration. Who is generally considered to be the first thinker to advocate for the primary of national interest? Na Niccolo Machiavelli. Niccolo Machiavelli generally considered to be the first thinker to advocate for the primary of the national interest. Who wrote as along the wall is politically organized into nations. The national interest is indeed the last word or in world politics. Hans Morgenthau. Hans Morgenthau wrote, as long as the world is politically organized into nations, the national interest is indeed the last word in politics. Next question. Who has defined power as man's control over minds in action or other men? Na Hans Morgenthau. Hans Morgenthau defined power as a man's control over mind in action of other men. Who interpreted power as the position of strength derived from the elements namely knowledge, military might and valor. Now Kautilya interpreted power as the position of strength derived from three elements namely knowledge, military might and valor. Who explained power by saying A has power over B to be extended it can get B to do something B could not do otherwise. Na Robert Dahl कहଥିଲେ. Which concept of sovereignty was for the first time recognized and institutionalized Treaty of Westphalia in 1648. An external concept of sovereignty was for the first time recognized and institutionalized Treaty of Westphalia in 1648. Which element of power include leadership, bureaucratic organization, efficiency, type of government, social cohesion, etc. Na intangible elements of power include leadership, bureaucratic organization, efficiency, type of government, social cohesion. IR emerged as an academic discipline around which year? 1918 year. The first chair in international politics was created in 1920 and named after whom? Now Woodrow Wilson, who named the first chair in international politics was created in 1920. Who is considered to be the earliest and one of the most influential writers in discipline? Who laid down the foundation of modern realist tradition in international relations? Na Carr is considered to be the earliest and one of the most influential writers in discipline who laid down the foundation of modern realistic tradition in international relations. Who is the author of popular books Men, State and War published in 1959? Na Kenneth Neil Waltz is the author of popular books Men, State and War published. The period between the two world war was known as which period? Na interwar period. The signing of which treaty in 1648 is defined as to the beginning of the state system in its modern form? Na Westphalia. Next question. International relations came up in the University of Britain in America in the beginning of which country in the 20th century. 20th century. In 20th century, international relations came up in the universities of Britain in America in the beginning. Which organization manage disputes arising from the trading partners, monitoring trade in the agricultural and manufactured commodities etc. World Trade Organization manage disputes arising from trading partners, monitoring trade in the agriculture and manufactured commodities. Which number represented international relations within political science? Now 5901 number represent international relations within political science. According to whom? The core of international relations is the international politics. According to Hans Morgenthau, the core of international relations is international politics, who expressed that international politics is essentially concerned with the relation of the state system, while international relations include all types of relationship between sovereign state. Now, Plummer and Perkins express that the international politics is essentially concerned with the relations of the state system, while international relations includes all types of relationship between sovereign states. So we in this video we discuss one last question answer of unit 1. If you get the notes, so join our telegram group, link in the description. Thank you to all for watching this video.